Hey guys, and welcome back to another video, and we're back with another Should You Wish, cause the Zhongli banner and the upcoming weapon banner has been revealed. So why don't we dive right into it, and we're going to start right off with the character banner, the Zhongli rerun. And surprisingly, there is 2 shield characters among the 4 stars in Noelle and Dayona, and we have Yanfei, who we knew about, so no surprise there. But Noelle is pretty surprising because we had her in Venti's banner 2 banners ago, so it's kind of interesting that she is coming back so quickly. We'll get into her momentarily. And then we have Dayona, who is another shielding character, so it's just a huge shield theme with Zhongli. And if it weren't for Yanfei, we'd probably get Shin Yen in there as well, but it doesn't really matter because with Yanfei, she also has a shield that you can get from one of her constellations, so it is a full-on shield party with this banner. And shield is a big part of the current meta, so these characters are probably all decent. That being said, when it comes with Noelle, why use Noelle when you can have a Zhongli? Let's be honest. They're both Geo characters, and Zhongli completely beats Noelle out of the park in terms of gameplay. But, you know, Noelle is a waifu, so there's that. But at the end of the day, this banner kind of makes sense. Like, let's look at Dayona and Noelle. Again, we're going with the whole shield theme with Zhongli. So right there, that just makes sense. But the other thing is that Dayona and Noelle both are going to be getting hangouts in the upcoming 1.5 update, so it kind of makes sense that they will reappear in the banner. So in that way, I think we, as the players and the consumers, may not like Noelle coming back so soon, but at the end of the day, this is following a certain theme, so it just makes sense to me. Like, I can't really complain. I feel like a lot of people were hoping for Ningguang instead of Noelle, which would have been great for everyone that doesn't have Ningguang at C6, like myself, so I am actually kind of happy that it is Noelle and not Ningguang. Dayona is one of my favorite characters, actually. Great support character. We're going to be getting a free copy of her in the 1.5 event. So now with this banner, you will have chances of getting more constellations on her, and she is great. Yanfei, again, she is the new character, new waifu. She's super cute. She is basically a combination of Klee and Ningguang. Klee because of her pyro element, and then the way you play her is quite similar with Ningguang, as she does get her stamps and then you use a charge attack to do extra damage. And her Constellation 6 is also quite similar to Ningguang's Constellation 6 if you end up going all the way with her. But because she is a new character, we don't have a lot of information on her quite yet. We really only have theories and speculation, so we will have to wait and see how she ends up panning out as a character. And of course, we have the 5-star Zhongli, who is, in my opinion, one of the 3 must-get characters in the game. He has the best shield in the game, super strong. His burst is able to petrify most enemies, which is very helpful. And if you want the game to become easy mode, then you will definitely want to get Zhongli and put some resources into him. I myself really want to get Zhongli because I want to finally complete Spiral Abyss, because right now I am stuck at getting 35 out of 36 stars, and I honestly think that Zhongli could make the big difference. Obviously, that may or may not affect me all that much, considering that Spiral Abyss is going to change in 1.5, but regardless, having Zhongli available to me means that if I am having difficulty in getting a perfect score in whatever comes out in the future, I can just go into Zhongli, pop my shield, and be victorious. With that being said, in my opinion, I think this is a pretty solid banner. These characters are good. A lot of people may not like Noelle, but I think she is fine. The only issue here is that Zhongli beats her out of the park, in my opinion. And some of the biggest reasons to be wishing on this banner is, of course, if you want the waifus or the husbando, But on a more mechanical side of things, if you do not have a shield character yet, although you should have at least a C0 Noel, this banner is definitely going to be for you, because shields are a really good thing in the current meta of this game, and you have some really solid choices here in this banner. But at the end of the day, the choice is yours to make. And with that being said, let's move on to the weapon banner. Now, the weapon banner is actually really interesting, and to get to the point, I don't think it's a good weapon banner overall. Now, the big interesting thing is that despite Zhongli being a polearm user and being the highlight of the character banner, the 5-star weapon is not a polearm at all. There is the one-handed sword, Summit Shaper, and the Catalyst Memory of Dust. Among everyone in the character banner, no one uses a one-handed sword, which makes this weapon banner pretty weird. I don't think there's any reason for Summon Shaper to be here, but here it is. Nonetheless, it is kind of the tailor-made weapon for Albedo in a way, and it is just an okay 5-star weapon, I believe. Meanwhile, Memory of Dust could be decent on Yanfei, especially if you get her shield constellation. But outside of that, it's kind of meh. It's actually kind of interesting that Memory of Dust is here, because if Ningguang was actually part of the character banner, this would make a little bit more sense. But it's possible that it might end up being a decent weapon on Yanfei, so maybe that's why it's here. I'm not too into these 5-star weapon choices. But now let's look at these 4-stars. So starting off, we have the Sacrificial Bow, which is the best in-slot weapon for Dayona, who you usually use as a support, so it's there for that reason. Flute isn't the best in-slot weapon for any character, however I am kind of building mine to use for Jean, just to try it out, because I kind of just think it fits her among the 4-star weapons aesthetically, so I have a bit of a soft spot for it, but otherwise it's not like, you know, completely crazy. That Catalyst is pretty much hot garbage at this point. And then we get into the other interesting thing, and that is the Lithic Weapons, the Lithic Spear and the Lithic Blade, which are not available in the standard banner. They are 4-star exclusives, but this is kind of their second time coming around, which is kind of great. I have 1 or 2 copies of the Lithic Blade, but I have no copies on the Spear, which is like the only thing that's like that I would actually go for, because that Lithic Spear is actually pretty good on characters like Zhongli, and you could take full advantage of its passive ability with Zhongli, because a lot of his popular team comps does include characters from Leeway. But other than that, this weapon banner, totally skippable. Totally, absolutely skippable. Like, if you really want Summon Shaper or Memory of Dust for whatever reason, then by all means go for it, but honestly, this weapon banner is easily skippable for me. Like, I have absolutely no temptation, and it might be good to save your primo gems on this weapon banner and save it up for the next weapon banner, because there is going to be 5-star exclusive weapon coming out in the next weapon banner that is looking pretty good, especially if you're aiming for Eula. And that's really all I have to say about this weapon banner. So those are my opinions and my suggestions on the character banner and the weapon banner. And what the heck am I going to be doing? Well, I am definitely, as I said before, skipping the weapon banner. I have no intention of making a single wish on the weapon banner. Like, don't care. Character banner, I'm going all in. I have enough primo gems to reach my 5-star already, so I will be going all the way when 1.5 drops. And hopefully I get Zhongli. I'm at my 50-50 pity, so I might not get him. But that is okay, because I am either getting Zhongli or I'm guaranteed Eula in the next character banner. So it's a win-win for me. That being said, on the way to gold, I hope I do get Yanfei. She's cute. I'm curious about her. I kind of want to use her, see if I like her as a playable character, because she will be my Klee. Because I don't really like how Klee plays, I don't like how she feels, and Yanfei could be my replacement for her, which would be great. Noelle, I have her at C4 already. I have been using her on occasion, and not just for mining, and if I do C6 her, I am going to invest in her. I want to see how she is at C6. I don't mind it. I will use her if I do. And Dayona, my favorite lolly, cat girl, currently my best shield character. I'm getting a guaranteed copy of her in the event. If I get more copies of her wishing for Zhongli, aiming for Zhongli, then I have no complaints whatsoever. So for me, this is a good character banner. I am going all in with the 9,000 or so Primo Gems I need to reach Hard Pity. And then if you guys are interested, I will be live streaming that. So you guys can join me. I stream on YouTube. It will be short and sweet, and hopefully it'll be lots of fun doing it. And let me finish this off by predicting the Eula banner characters. And my predictions for the 4-star characters that are coming with Eula are Beidou, Shin Yen, and either Bennett or Shin Yen. Here is why. Now, with the Zhongli banner, we see a theme of a bunch of shield characters, which is basically Zhongli's thing, and so with that in mind, I thought that a good match for Eula's banner would be a bunch of physical claymore characters, which is why I decided on choosing Beidou, Shin Yen, and Shin Yen. Not to mention that in Zhongli's banner we have one 4-star Geo character, so something of the same element as Zhongli. With Eula, I needed another Cryo character, and since Dayona is already used up in Zhongli's banner, the only other option is Shin Yen. So Shin Yen is there for that reason. Beidou would actually, in my opinion, be a pretty good match for Eula because they can do Superconduct, which will allow you to do more physical damage. However, in an ideal situation, instead of Beidou, it would be Fischl, but I'm going to predict Beidou instead, since Fischl was already in Child's banner. Shin Yen has a Claymore as well as a Cryo element, which is exactly like Eula, so I think that will be a pretty good match, and that is why I have Shin Yen. Finally, we have either Bennett or Shin Yen. I am actually leaning more towards Shin Yen. As much as I would want to get more Bennett, I think that Eula is going to be popular enough that MiHoYo will not need to put Bennett on this banner, because I think a lot of people are going to be wishing for Eula. And Bennett tends to go on the unpopular characters. But I hopefully am wrong and that Bennett gets in instead of Shin Yen, but only time will tell. But with that being said, that is me. Bit more ranty than usual for this, but sometimes that's just how it goes. But that being said, hope I helped you decide, or maybe made you more confused. Let me know in the comments down below. And while you do that, why not hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and maybe I'll see you on that live stream. And until next time, guys, adieu and goodbye.
Think you can get away? By royal decree. Here we go. Barbados.